Alright, so this is a game I got in late last night with my younger brother. I'm gonna try something different with the beginning of the video and the intro, and just run through my list a little more detailed than what I do when we actually do the deployment. Um, as of now, I think my list is set for brawlers, but here it is. So I got a Lord of Chaos, Marked Wrath, with the Blessed Sword, so he has divine attacks, which means you reroll uh, ward saves for the attacks, and then he gets to reroll failed to wound rolls. Then he has Sprout of Rebirth to give him a 4-up regen, Dragon Helm to give him a 2-up ward save versus stuff that would get rid of his regen, minus the fact that I've come against a lot of lethal strikes, which don't give armor saves or regen. So it's one of the big things that I've been dealing with this build. But other than that, it's pretty nice. Then he also has the Potion of Strength, which gives +2 to Strength. So he ends up with 7 Strength on the round that I want. I also gave him Blessed by the Dark Gods, and normally, depending on what I go against, it either goes into Toughness or Strength. So he has 6 Strength, 6 Toughness, one of the two. Then I also gave him Soul Feeder because it does not count towards your limit on gifts per character. And then he's mounted on a Manticore. You'll see what happens with Frenzy when you fail not Leadership 9 freaking checks, because it does happen. He is then bound, like the ritual binding, with the Blood Beast that I have. So my Blood Beast is running around with Weapon Skill 8, Leadership 9, and has Hatred, and then gives my Lord Hatred as well. Let's see. Then I have my BSB Harbinger of Wrath with the Razor Blade, then Dawnstone and Waste Hardened Skin. So he's got a 1-up rerollable. And he also has the Potion of Swiftness to help with pesky elves. And I also have my level 2 Sorcerer with the Hardened Shield and Mismoral Scroll with Path of Shadows. I'm sticking with Path of Shadows just for the fact that against shooting armies that have cannons, throwing a miasma out is very helpful. Then I also have 44 Wrath Barbarians with flails, light armor, and a standard. Then I have 2 Lust Chariots because the rerolling on your charge roll is awesome. Next I have my Chosen of Wrath with halberds and Banner of Speed, so they have 5 movement. Then let's see, they have full command as well. So then, and that's where my BSB goes to give Inspiring Greatness, because that extra attack gives me about 18 attacks on average from the Chosen themselves. Then I went with 2 Crusher Knights with demon weapons and a Standard Bearer. Then I have a bunker of 15 Barbarians, no mark, but they have shields. And then, let's see, 2 units of Hell Riders and 2 units of Warhounds. So that's my list. My little younger brother, I think he actually goes over his list a little bit more in detail in the video. But here is the battle report, and enjoy. So I'm playing a game against my younger brother's Orcs and Goblins. Go over my side real quick. My work in progress Hell Riders, but at least I have the actual models and they're not just dogs with a random model in the middle of them. They've vanguarded up a massive freaking 2 inches to get his scouts up there. Which, by the way, question on that, we did a quick check on both the Vanguard and the Scout rules, and you were saying that...
Well, I did my previous game. I vanguarded after I scouted.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out if that's correct or if it's not correct.
Yeah, to me, it doesn't sound like it is intended to be like that, but it doesn't say anywhere that because you do scouts first, then you do vanguards, and I didn't see, unless it's specifically somewhere on deployment, but in the rules for scout and vanguard, neither of them freaking said anything about a scout unit couldn't vanguard. Yeah. But to me, that's doesn't sound like it would be what they intended. So anyways, if you can, just shoot a comment and let us know page number or whatever as well. Yep. Unit of dogs, then my 23 chosen with full command, halberds, mark of wrath, movement standard, and my BSB. Then I have lust chariot, 44 flail wielding marauders with standard bearer, lust chariot, my 15-man bunker with my level 2 of shadow, who got both our shadow casters got Mind Razor and Miasma, so that'll be interesting. My Wrath Lord on Manicore, and I'm using this model this time just because he's painted and looks cool. My work in progress Blood Beast, that is now it's actually the Age of Sigmar guy. I wasn't going to use him for anything else, so I figured I'd use him for my Blood Beast before they nerf the shit out of him in V12. More dogs, 2 crushers with warp weapons and standard bear, and then another unit of Hell Riders who did not vanguard because he is a douchebag.
Yes. Alright, so on my side I got my Wolf Rider, or Goblin Raiders. They have spears, or they have short bows and shields. Spider Riders, that they scouted. They have short bows, light lances, and shields. I've got my Splatterer, Git Launcher, my Gargantula, my 60 Forest Goblins with a Goblin King right here. I believe he is wearing Mithril Mail. He had additional hand weapons. So he's just got 2 up. I have my General right here, who has the Axe of Battle, Dragonscale Helm, Sprout of Rebirth, and Potion of Swiftness.
Pretty much the same as my guy.
Yep.
Only I have Potion of Strength.
And then I've got another Git Launcher, my Skewer, my 25 Goblin Bunker, and you can see that my Mad gets in there too. I've got my Little Gods Shaman first, then my BSB, and then my Big Gods, or my Shadow guy. Shadow got Miasma and Mind Razor. The other one got Evil Eye and Sneaky Slicing. I got another Skewer, my Splatterer, and then my 45 Gnasher Herd, little MVPs, and then my other Spider Riders that are also Light Lance, Shield, and Shortbow. And he got first turn because I dropped my Gargantula, and he dropped the rest of his army because he didn't want me to go first and snipe all of his.
Yeah, the last time we played, he won first deployment and pretty much
Blood Beast first turn.
Dropped everything on me and killed my Blood Beast first turn. So I wanted to move up as fast as possible to try and munch him. So we are off to Warriors of the Dark Gods turn 1. Warriors turn 1, I moved these guys up and put 5 shots. Got 5 hits and only 1 killed, but they are now stupid. Move up the dogs here. These guys moved up as far as I could go, all along here. These guys could only make it to within an inch of the building because he can't march and go into a building or whatever. He failed his frenzy test. He did not, because I did him first. Well, I mean, it wouldn't matter, but either way. Did his frenzy test. He moved up to about here, and then when my magic phase went through, I'll get over that, but he got a magic move up that way. He moved up here. These guys try to charge the now non-existent dogs, along with the Hell Riders.
The Hell Riders, yeah.
The Hell Riders ended up taking out 3 out of the 5 and taking 1 wound in return. Yep. He ran off the board and I chased him. And then my Crushers moved up like so. Magic, it was 9 to 6. And then we both channeled. I threw 4 dice at miasma for ballistic skill on his one little skewer there. You dispelled it handily with 6 of your dice out of the 7. And then I went for broke on the Mind Razor on my general just because I wanted to move him 10 inches again. I ended up getting it like a 16, I think. Or just at a 15. No, it was a 16 because his dice was 15. And then you had 1 dice, so you couldn't do anything. Yeah. And so I moved him up to where he is there. I was hoping you'd burn the scroll, but we'll see. So, panic test for the spiders went that way. And it is now off to turn 1 for orcs and goblins.
Time to shoot some shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It went well for me.
Yeah, it went well for him.
Just
so
FYI.
I moved nobody. I got these guys, back, rallied them. They failed stupidity and moved
1 inch.
1 inch forward.
Yeah.
He missed. He hit but failed to wound. He hit and failed to wound. He hit
this unit and did 4.
Yeah, well, I think this one hit the Blood Beast either way.
Either one. One hit the
Blood Beast and one hit the little bunker unit back there.
Yeah, one did 1 wound on the Blood Beast for that.
Yeah.
Did 4 on that unit.
I was hoping for at least 5. You would have killed him.
Oh, don't forget about him.
Yeah, he misfired and he got a 1, so he's not shooting for the rest of the game.
Yay.
I love you, beautiful looking rock lava. But you're so stupid you can't even shoot.
It's not the one they actually made out of the web launcher, so that's why it sucks.
Yeah. This one flings mad gets at people.
Oh, I missed the days when you could do the Git launcher or whatever, where they would, if they didn't die when they hit, they could get up and run around as a single model. They need to bring that back in 9th Age.
You hear that, 9th Age? Bring it back. Alright, so that was the end of my uneventful turn. Magic was nil. And
failed the cast and
I
dispelled.
failed to cast like all of them and the rest of them were dispelled.
Yeah.
So now it's on to the Slayers of Orcs and Goblins turn 2.
That's what I'm hoping for, so we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Where are the Arch Gods turn 2? Alright, so these guys charged in there. These guys passed their rerollable 5 up to march and move up that way. As you can see, their charge ended up with 1 guy left, and they just turned their face there. He fled that way. Everybody else moved up here, like so. These guys moved in the building. The chariot made a long bomb charge into his the skewer, annihilated it, and overran into his Git launcher. My Blood Beast failed his frenzy. I took fucking forever to decide what I wanted to do with my lord. But in the end, the Blood Beast went in. The Blood Beast went in the flank. The dogs and the Crusher Knights went into the front of the little goblin Spider Riders. Yeah. And I made sure that when I finally decided to be Chaos and charge everything, I charged my general into his Gargantua, which has 1 wound left. Yeah, that's so close. But if I had gotten Mind Razor off with my freaking... Yeah, Magic was a bust, but I tried to get Mind Razor off here with 4 dice and horribly failed it. If I had passed it, there would be no Gargantua because I would have auto-wounded with those 3.
Yeah, 5 times.
Yeah, my Mana Core freaking missed with failed to wound with his 3 attacks that went through. Yeah. And yeah, so Gargantua has 1 wound left, but when these guys, the Crushers overran, I made sure that they had enough room to make the charge with the angle they were at right there, so that's why the Lord was placed where he is. But anyways, he overran here. He's about to get an entire horde of goblins into his flank, which I don't know if I'm hoping he can survive at least a little bit. But with their crapload of attacks and their what's it called? Lethal strike against Monsters Cav, it doesn't seem like it's going to be good for me. These guys came back on the board, just moved up here, took one pot shot at them, and did nothing.
You turned my stupid
Oh yeah, I hit it. I hit one, but didn't wound.
Yeah, but it's
He's not gonna
just
do
the
anything.
rest of the game, so it's
Yeah.
stupid anyways.
So that pretty much was all that happened on my turn.
And then we move on to.
We're moving on to Orcs and Goblins turn 2.
Yep, it's gonna be devastating.
No, it's not. Not the way you're rolling.
All right, so this is what happened. This happened in your turn, right?
Yeah, he kept.
Yeah, so he didn't.
So yours
rally,
is
he
he kept fleeing.
I
Fail.
charge here and failed with. I needed a 9, only got 6. He misfired. Yippee.
Of course.
He shot and did
2 wounds
2 wounds
to him.
to the chariot.
Mm-hmm.
They moved forward just a teeny bit and released the mad git into this guy, doing only 1 wound and magically hitting 4 on the git launcher here. Although it didn't die from that, it died from him.
Impact hits.
Yeah. This one right here was pretty fantastic. Although my general did take 2 wounds, he's got 2 left, thankfully. My Forest Goblins, they did 30 attacks because I had 5 in front, and I declared the wog, so I got an extra attack. So I got 30 attacks into the general.
He did 2 lethal strikes that took him down to 1 wound, and then I saved all but 2.
All but 2 poisons,
and then
failed
and failed the first of the 2 poisons.
Yeah,
because I rolled one at a time.
That took him out, and then I overran my goblins in the flank of these guys to kill them. Next turn, I'm probably gonna get a rear charge by this jackwagon.
I'm debating general, or I'm probably gonna go into your goblins just because impact hits and give me some sort of combat res.
Yeah. So yeah, now it's
You're shooting with him.
oh, yeah, shooting with him
Went 10 inches up that way towards onto your
onto the splatter,
onto your
and
splatter, and then
redirected
got
back into the Hell
4
Striders.
inches. Yeah, 4 inches into the Hell Strider, killed all of them.
So yeah, I think the only weapon I have left is this and the skewer.
Yeah.
And then I've got my big, hungry hippos right here that are ready to eat up whatever they send. Just
We'll see what happens.
so, yeah, we're gonna
Turn
go on
3.
to turn 3.
This is actually going fairly quickly in the death and destruction that's going.
In terms of being at Tuna's house, this is quick.
Yeah. I'm just saying, when stuff happens, it just gets decimated.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, we're going to turn 3.
So movement looks like this. Dogs charge into the non-existent rock lava. Then
Splatterer.
shut up. And these guys moved up and I think took out 2 of them and made them stupid. My chariot made it into the skewer and annihilated it.
Impact
Overran.
hits.
Let's see. These guys scooched back just a tad. My chariot slammed into his general, and while the impact hits didn't kill him off, the 4 attacks from my crew did. These guys did not actually kill my crushers. They just ran them up to there, and they're just barely on the board. Dogs angled like this, and that's pretty much all my movement. Magic did nothing. Shooting did what I said over there, and it's off to Orcs and Goblins turn 3.
Yep. Failed stupidity, went forward 5 inches. Turned them, did evil eye, 3 dice. Killed only 2 of them with 9. 9 hits. Charged in here to this chariot and he fled. Got boxcars to run away. I only got 6.
Something like that.
In chasing. Shot the git launcher at the blood beast and it veered off 6 inches and then redirected on top of him.
Yeah, that was my turn when my guys fled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that
Magic was nothing.
was
Yeah,
it. I mean, I've only got 3 units left and only 2 of them are actually decent in combat. So
For now.
yeah, for now. So I mean, he's probably going to double charge, triple charge, or whatever They're going to charge into this, they're going to charge into this, they're going to charge into this. So it's going to be... That's all going to die. And hopefully this guy flees off the board. But it's not likely. In order to rally,
Let's hope not.
Half leadership, right? So you can... Was 7, you'd be good 4th. Then we'll move on to Warriors of the Dark Gods.
Turn 4.
Turn 4.
So, dual charge here. I did like 20-something wounds to his 16, 14, 15 plus,
Something
or
like
15 to them, I think, and then another handful, like 3 or 4 to them. No, it was like 1. It was 1 to them, and then they did 3 more. It was 1 to them during combat, and then 3 more to the when you blew up.
Yeah. This one they did 3 more when I blew up, and I did 15. So grand total of 18 guys got killed in this one.
So yeah, it was a pretty big annihilation in this little section here.
Did one wound to him?
You did 1 wound to the chariot. You killed all 3 of the Hellstriders over there. Let's see. You did like 1 wound to your guys there. They're stupid now because I shot. My Crushers over there rallied. This guy somehow freaking passed his 4-up leadership to not frenzy into them or into that thing. And then the dogs shifted over here. These guys still chilling out in the building. And it's off to... the dogs also moved back a little bit just in case the stupidity didn't go off for some reason. So, off to Orcs and Goblins turn 4.
My Forest Goblins charged in. I got Miasma off on his... What are they called again?
Marauder, or Barbarians.
On the Barbarians.
Minus 1 initiative.
Yeah, minus 1 initiative. If I would have gotten more, I would not have lost any of these goblins. But I got Mind Razor off, so I had 2 armor piercing, and I did
Auto wound.
Auto wounds at 29 auto wounds. He only had 24 guys left.
But my attacks back killed off 20.
And then I overran only 4 inches. I needed at least 7 to run into these guys, so now they're going to charge me.
My turn.
And this dumbass misfired. Got a direct hit on the dice, though. First fucking one all damn game.
Going after the chariot right there.
This little group of cave goblins had a little fun and killed a lust chariot. And now they're going to get charged by this lust chariot and be wiped out. And also get charged by these guys. So that's going to be fun. Yeah.
Off to Warriors of the Dark Gods, turn 5. So, Warriors, turn 5.
Go get coffee.
What is it? Warriors, turn 5, plus, I think we went into your...
My turn 6. It was just real quick. We just threw some dice around.
Yeah.
He ended up...
This is what the battlefield looked like at the end, minus the fact that he had... You had your bunker there with your BSB left.
Yeah, bunker with BSB. I had 9 goblins left with BSB. Then I had my stone thrower over here.
No, not that one.
Over
there.
Here. It was still there. And then my 1 Forest Goblin Spider Rider.
Oh, yeah, he was like right here. He rallied right at the last second.
It was like 4 inches from the edge of the table.
Something like that. It was close.
The
The end result was, what did I say?
15-5.
It was 15-5 by Brawler's Bash standards, and that's what we're going off of for the score.
If we're going off the rulebook standards, would be like
it was a 7-3 or something like that. It was 50%. It was a 23-18 for me, points for me, and he got 12-14 from my guys.
Yeah.
So it was definitely like getting there. Yeah, it would have been a 7-3 for regular standards. Because that guy technically is no longer the battle, or no longer has a standard. I forgot to actually replace him with the regular model, so he can't score anymore because he lost and fled from the goblins in that one combat here. But he's still alive, and these guys missed the secondary objective because we finally actually did a secondary objective in all the games we played together. And it was breakthrough. And I missed it by literally like a half an inch on these guys.
Not even half an inch, it was like a centimeter. You missed it by a centimeter.
It was close.
And I think the biggest problem with the breakthrough is the fact that I only have 1 unit with a banner. I'm only one unit with a banner.
Well, like, I think your
It's the goblins.
your general can score too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, your general and your.
You had your big.
I mean, it's really only 3.
You had 3 units that could score.
Yeah, but
The bunker's not going to go there.
But yeah, the bunker's not. The bunker's there to stay there and not do anything.
I actually somehow
Besides
survived
throw spells around.
with both my dog units intact. My blood beast did not die. He took 1 wound the entire game because of
The shooting.
your
was
horrible
terrible.
shooting.
Oh my god.
That
I'm
was
replacing my scatter die.
so bad. These guys chilled in the building the entire time.
I shot them a few times.
You
killed
didn't
5,
actually shoot them at all. I think
You killed.
you did magic
3.
into there. I think.
No, I hit him with the.
What'd you hit him with?
with?
No, you.
With the git launcher.
You hit him with a git launcher.
It was
That's
going
right.
into somebody else. I shot at your general, I think it was, and then it went into.
They were still in or outside of the building when that
Yeah.
happened. When they got in the building, my sorcerer miscast with Mind Razor to get on them, which actually worked out in my favor.
Yeah.
But I only killed, I think, 3 guys here, and my
3 guys there and did 1
dude
wound
cast
to your
got a wound.
caster. Yeah.
So, yeah.
This
That
is an interesting game.
I again lucked out on
rolls.
shooting, like defense.
I feel like there's some sort of like, no matter what in this house, he rolls his artillery dice and it's hits every time.
I didn't have artillery dice this time.
Anytime I come to this place, I roll my dice and it's like 1s, 2s, and maybe like 2 or 3 4s or 5s or 6s or whatever. And whenever I go somewhere else, my dice rolling is perfect. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Anyways, it's late.
He's using a force field to block my good dice rolls.
Yeah, that's what it is. I got a magnet in the below the foundation in my house.
Yeah, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. We started this at 10. This is like a 5-hour game.
Yeah, it was one of those things that we were just kind of like,
Checking rules, making sure things are correct.
yeah.
Trying to get into the,
I think once we actually start get our lists, I think my list is pretty locked down. I don't know about you.
Mine's perfect.
Your rolling's the problem.
My rolling is the problem, yes.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm pretty sure mine's locked down, but I think starting very soon we're gonna start doing like timed games. I think the Brawler's gonna be 2.5 hours. So.
And then we're gonna have beer and pizza afterwards just to get used to it.
Yep. So yeah, I still have my. Oh, I'm done. It goes 5 minutes and then my phone goes no more.
Well,
But yeah, what I was gonna say is I got back over there in the little corner is my freaking chosen. So I need to paint them. I need to paint my blood beast here, and my Hell Riders, as well as my Archaon model that I'm going to be using as my mana core.
I'm excited to see this guy painted up.
I am too. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do them.
Don't fuck it up.
I'm probably will. But yeah, time to go to sleep.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, please. Always helps. Later.
Okay, so endgame result was 14-6 by the Brawler's Bash scoring table. With the victory points, it was actually off because technically now that I'm thinking about it, the Crusher Knights should have been off the board because they were they're over 1 inch between either the Blood Beast or the his Rock Lava or whatever. So technically those guys would have been off the board. So that I gave him an extra 160 points to his score, so he got 1374 instead of 1214. And then while he would have kept that would have saved his 1 Git launcher, I still had my Blood Beast there, and if I would have put him into that, I still had him in there, and since he didn't really do anything else after that, he wouldn't have kept those points anyway. So that is why the score only moved to the 160. for him and nothing subtracted from mine. But I think in the long run, I think his list is gonna do really well if he just doesn't, if he actually rolls well, because his rolling has just been so bad. The My list is just, I love it. Like, I have been running it for the last few games, and the Lust Chariots being able to reroll their charge distance was amazing. I love my Mana Core Lord with the Blood Beast combo. I'm kind of scared as to what they're gonna do when the Great Recosting happens. Thankfully, it's not happening until after Brawler's Bash, or it'll be, when it happens, it'll be only 2 weeks left, and I don't think they're gonna make us change it 2 weeks out, because that would completely F up a lot of people's armies. But I had a lot of fun this game because he was rolling shitty, and I didn't have to deal with losing all my big stuff to get launchers and all that crap first turn. And I actually pulled the same thing he did to me and won the roll to go first. Or no, he won the roll to go first. He put down his Gargantula, and then I put down all my shit. So personally, I think there should be some way to steal initiative where, like, you roll a natural 6 for if your opponent has done that. So there's at least some way for you to freaking, actually win first turn. Because first turn is definitely a big thing, in my opinion. And not being able to steal it away, or being able to just go, oh, hey, guess what? I get first turn now, because I'm going to put down my entire effing army, and you can't do anything about it, because you have no freaking shooting. And I can just sit back and shoot you. So that is my opinion on that. But anyways, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.